We're good. There.
Look at right.
Nope.
Uh,
No, we're good. All right. And are you ready?
also Liverpool.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Select Start. I'm JT.
I will.
And this is episode 71, March 7th.
71.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I've been on like 40 something of them.
Yeah, probably.
Ish. Yeah.
About, yeah. That's pretty accurate. What's going on, Will? Doing good today?
I woke up at 3 p.m. So yeah. I also completed Tomb Raider today.
You woke up. When did you go to sleep?
About 6 a.m. Well, more like 7 a.m., but still.
Oh,
I have a good sleep pattern.
that's obnoxious.
It's not obnoxious. That's like a decent time.
No, it's not. It's a decent
it is.
amount of time, but it's not a decent time.
It's a decent. It'd be a decent time if I was in America. Means I would have went to sleep at 1 a.m. and got up at 10. Math.
That's what I did today. I went to bed around 1 o'clock and got up at 10. I think.
See?
I think it was around 1.
See, look at that. That we're about the same, time.
Yeah, but
But what?
but the time's different over there.
No. We went to sleep at roughly the same time and slept for the same amount of time, so it's the same.
Oh. Oh, so I'm going to mention this now. It's not an article that I have, but we were talking about it right before we started. I'm very excited about Neverwinter, Dungeons and Dragons, which I do not believe they have a release date for it yet.
I don't think there's a release date yet either.
I think it's just like after they go through their betas and stuff like that, then it's gonna be
It's like,
done.
hey, we're gonna release next week. What?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much gonna sneak up on us. I've been keeping an eye out to see if it says anything, but I guess there's no announced date, which with how things are right now, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, like people have been saying it's buggy and stuff in certain
Oh, have
points. I don't know. Like,
Well,
I've heard like from reading, certain things that aren't under NDAs, like it's beta. There's going to be bugs.
well, yeah, they say
And
that
people are
about
like,
every
yeah,
MMO
there's
though.
going to be bugs, and there's going to be stuff, and there's been a few bugs, and there's been stuff. It's like, oh, okay.
You know what pleases me? That this game, Wizards of the Coast, is putting their name on it.
Oh, hey, Wizards of the Coast.
Which
Those are them.
Magic the
thingy.
Gathering.
Yeah.
I'm quite certain they've got their hand. They have to have their hand in Dungeons and Dragons because that's where Neverwinter originates.
Yeah.
And Neverwinter, this is the same series from Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, except this one is purely online. And one of the best things ever about this is it is completely free to download and to play. There is no sub. There is no paying price to get the game, which is awesome. I already downloaded it because there's actually...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah,
something I should do.
Yeah, you need to finish downloading that because the beta is tomorrow. I'm actually going to mention that. Like, I don't know why I didn't get a picture for this, but it's okay. In the forums, if you go to nw.perfectworld.com, it'll bring you to the Neverwinter website. And yes, that does mean that Perfect World has a hand in this.
Yes.
But it's as a publisher. It's not as a creator.
Well, as a developer, it wouldn't be too bad either, because Perfect World, their games are okay. They're not, like, abysmal.
Yeah. It's actually Cryptic who is creating the game, which is the same people that made Champions Online, which was a really good game. That's actually where I met Will. So.
And City of Heroes. Cryptic made City of Heroes, remember?
And then Paragon Studios took it over?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty damn sure that's how it went anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. I was trying to find information so I could inform everybody of who can be in the game, be in the beta, because there's a very long list, but it appears that they removed it. Oh wait, maybe not.
If you played life, or if you paid for a
I
lifetime
got it.
sub
I
in
got it.
Champions, or yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna. They've got beta weekend 1, but that already passed. That was in February. Now this Friday, from March 8th to March 10th, as Will just said, if you have a lifetime membership to Champions Online or Star Trek Online, you automatically gain access to the beta weekend. I received my email yesterday. The other people. Yeah, I got an email yesterday.
What?
It's the it's the email that you use with your Champions account.
Oh, hey, look. Oh wait, no, that's a Champions Online. What?
I think it's specifically from Perfect World.
I don't have an email.
Did you combine your Perfect World and Cryptic accounts?
I combined them the day the thing came out.
Okay, all right. Well, it might be in your spam or something. Okay.
It's not in my spam.
All right. Well.
Ah! Oh wait, hey, there it is.
Okay, good.
Wait, no, that's ID recovery.
Oh
What?
my
No.
God. Lifetime members of Champions Online, Star Trek Online get on to the new beta weekend starting on Friday, as well as Hero of the North Founder Pack purchasers, which is a $200 starter kit you can get for Neverwinter, optional of course. Guardian of Neverwinter purchasers, another pack which is $50 I think. Another starter kit. It gives you stuff. I'll go over it. Hero of the North friend key obtainers, like if you have, like, say I bought the Hero of the North founder pack, it comes with a beta key invite for a friend. If you pre-ordered Torchlight 2, you get in on it. Oh, you know what? I pre-ordered Torchlight 2. I just realized that. But I'm pretty sure I did, but my email specifically said it was because I was a lifer. If you were a Raiders Elite Pack purchaser, you get into the beta. PC Gamer promotional keys and promotional beta keys on partner sites. They're going to have another beta March 22nd to the 24th, which includes the same people except for promotional beta keys from other partner sites. I guess they haven't confirmed yet that they're going to be giving out beta keys for that event yet. Other beta participants include people that obtained keys from PAX or Gen Con, anybody that obtained keys through community beta key giveaways, on Facebook and Twitter, promotional beta keys from partner sites, and more. But if you go and purchase a founder pack, you can get yours today. The different founders packs are the ones I mentioned earlier, called Hero of the North and Guardian of Neverwinter. They also have a Neverwinter starter kit, which is only $20, but that one does not give you beta access.
Oh.
And I was incorrect. It's not $50 for the Guardian of Neverwinter. It's $60. That gives you access to all 3 beta weekends, 3 days early access, the Armored Horse mount, and the Direwolf companion. Both those items are unique to the Guardian Founder Pack. You can't get them any other way. It also gives you a gold Moonstone Regalia mask. I don't know if that has stats or not. We don't know for sure how gear's gonna work here. So, Grey Cloak's Legacy, which means you start your quest with a master-crafted weapon or implement.
Yes.
It comes, which comes equipped with a unique enchantment that can be unslotted and used in other items. You get 1 per character, which is pretty cool. An enchantment you can remove and put on other items. Like if that master-crafted weapon or implement that you get, you like out-level it, I guess.
Yeah.
Robe of Useless Items drops a piece of useless junk on the ground when activated. 1 per character. Honestly, I don't know the point of that, but I could think of some pretty funny roleplay uses for it.
Cough, cough, Max, cough.
Or any thief. um, Adventurer's Helper Pack contains 6 different types of helpful items to start your adventure, one per account, not one per character. You get a respec token, a founder's title, which unlocks for both the forums and the game, which is pretty cool if you're going to be an active forum person. You get an extra character slot, and you get 125,000 astral diamonds. And that is a type of currency used in-game to purchase gear and to bid in the auction house.
Hmm.
Which is interesting because I don't know if astral diamonds are something you could pick up in the game world, or if that's currency you purchase.
Yeah, like I'm interested to see how Cryptic does do Neverwinter. I mean, like the beta is opening up tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand. But unfortunately, guys, we won't be able to talk about it because beta.
Yeah,
And it's probably NDA'd.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure if there's an NDA, but I wouldn't be surprised
If there's
there
not
was.
an NDA, we'll tell you about it. But if there is, we can't.
Fuck, if there's no NDA, I'm streaming it.
No NDA and streaming are different.
What?
You need to check if you're allowed to stream and stuff, because certain games and certain developers would allow people to talk about it, but they wouldn't allow to stream it or post pictures. Loadout, for example, they don't mind if you stream it, if you talk about it, but you're not allowed to post any pictures of it. Which is strange.
Another thing that's going to be cool about Neverwinter is it's coming with the Foundry.
Oh yes. If anybody played City of Heroes, they'll know what the Foundry is.
Yes, it's the same exact thing. The description says you've played tabletop campaigns, sketched out dungeons, and imagined ancient ruins, wishing all the while that you could make them come to life. Now you can. The Foundry for Neverwinter lets you build and share the adventures you've always wanted to see. The Foundry gives you the tools to build dungeons, castles, cities, foreboding woods, and everything in between. Build NPCs the way you see them in your mind's eye, and populate your world with tavern keepers and soldiers, queens and scullions. Lay the groundwork for an epic adventure that takes players into the depths of the earth in search of dwarven treasure, or pit them against near impossible odds to save the city of Neverwinter. It's supposed to be really easy to use. It's even going to come with a rating system so people can rate your stuff, which I think is pretty cool.
Should be interesting.
I think it's a cool way to make player housing.
Yeah.
Which I believe you told me a friend of yours used it for that in the past.
Yep. A few people I knew from Champions or from City of Heroes used the Foundry to make player housing, make missions, all that. The fact that it supports you to be able to make missions is pretty interesting, especially to those who are more for the RP side of things. Hopefully, it'll be more balanced than City of Heroes 1, though, because whenever the Foundry came out in City of Heroes, people just used that to power level up to the max level.
Yeah.
Because they could put in strong, easy enemies that gave loads of XP and just sort of blitz through it. And the fact that this is looking to be more of a traditional MMO, that might be a problem if they don't get that formula.
Yeah.
Right. But either way, it would be fun to level through a dynamically created thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just playing through normal levels. For an RPer playing through something like that, that would be pretty fun. You get levels as you advance through the campaign that someone has set up for you.
Yeah. And it says in here, it asks, there's a Q&A, and it says, how can I learn more about the Foundry? It's well, it's currently in development, which scared me at first. I was great. I was it's not done. It's not going to come out on release. This is just going to be like when they talked about putting the Foundry into Champions. But it's so far into development. From what I hear, it's in beta, which is good. I'm excited about that. And also, they've got races. I believe there's going to be 8 races on release. If you look around on their website, they currently have the following races, which is not 8, but so some of them aren't here, but they're human, half elf, elf, drow, dwarf, and tiefling, which looks like a humanoid with red skin and horns.
Tieflings are kind of like demons.
Yeah, they look like demons. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So there's 2 missing. And there are going to be, I believe, 8 in the next beta. No, 7, because it said in my email. So I don't know. It should be exciting. I can't wait. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm fairly excited for this game. Like, it does look fun. Like, for those of you who who are familiar with Total Biscuit actually has a few videos up, or well, a video up, and it's a pretty long, in-depth video about the game.
Isn't it like a half hour long?
It's like 45 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're interested in the game and you kind of want to have a look, I suggest you go and have a look at Total Biscuit's video and see what you think of it then. And remember, just keep in mind, beta is beta, and everything isn't going to be, like peachy and perfect.
Yeah, that's right. So don't expect fireworks the first moment you lay eyes on it. By the way, Will, for when you go to check later, my email was from Neverwinter, not Perfect World. And
I have my email pulled up. I have nothing.
And it's titled Neverwinter Beta Weekend Invitation. It was sent on March 6th, which was yesterday.
I have nothing.
Okay. Well, I'd look into it. Try logging onto the Perfect World website, and doing it that way. Well, download the client. You should be fine.
Yeah, I'm downloading the client.
But yeah, so we'll be looking into that. Whatever we're able to tell you guys as we go on, we will voice to you.
Yep.
And hello, Androctus. Thank you for joining the stream and having a look in on us.
That's one of the guildies I told you that I was talking to you about the podcast. I dropped something and I don't know where it went. Fuck, I'll look for it later.
Yes, I figured. Okay, but moving on a little bit here. I have something that Will might find a little bit exciting.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm just 1 second. Here we go. Bloop. Far Cry news. Far Cry 3 news. There may be more Far Cry 3 in the works. The Brazilian classification ratings group has posted a listing for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is going to be a first-person shooter, listed as a first-person shooter for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. There's no information other than that, and Ubisoft representatives haven't been available to comment on this. But it was said by the CEO in February that fans are certainly not going to have to wait years until another Far Cry comes out. So
I don't know how I feel about that though, because Far Cry 3, whenever it came out, it was like a while after Far Cry 2, and it was fucking amazing. I hope that they don't rush it and screw up the formula somehow.
Well, for all we know, it's an expansion.
Yeah,
it could just be DLC.
If it's an expansion, that's okay.
Yeah, I think it would be way too soon to drop a game now. A fresh new game. I mean, people are still playing through the base, through Far Cry 3. So apparently,
you've completed it by now.
Up to date, Far Cry 3 shipped 4.5 million copies. That's crazy. Is Blood Dragon reminiscent to anything in the game that you could think of?
No, the only thing that it reminds me of is the fucking Blood Komodo Dragon, which was just a red Komodo Dragon you had to kill in a special hunting mission.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
Not really. A few arrows to the face.
Oh, just, to the face, that's all.
Yeah, just to the face.
Let's see. Where's I'm looking for, my stuff to pull up while I'm talking. Take-Two Games. I know that's not a picture of a Take-Two Games logo, but that is one of their games, Red Dead Redemption. Apparently they've got a ton of unannounced titles in development that I imagine...
Is one a new Red Dead?
It might be.
That'd be good. Because then
Yeah.
I'd have a Red Dead game
Yeah.
instead of needing to buy Redemption again.
The chief operating officer of Take-Two Games, Carl Sladoff, I believe that's how you say that, during I guess a press conference, said, looking beyond 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5 launching on September 17th, fiscal 2014 should be one of the best years ever for the company. They also have an extensive pipeline of unannounced titles in development, which you are going to hear about in the future months. There wasn't much information past that, but he did make references during the conference to Red Dead, Mafia, Borderlands, L.A. Noire, and Max Payne.
I like Borderlands.
I do too, but I think they should just let Max Payne die. Like, for real this time. Just because, I mean, I never played the game, so I can't say, oh, it's a shitty game, they shouldn't make more. I'm just sick of hearing about Max Payne. I think that's what it boils down to.
The new one was apparently alright.
Yeah, oh yeah, like, people were really hyped up about it. I mean, I'm given the impression that people that play it really like it. But they were working on the last one for, like, how many years? And they just kept, oh, Max Payne, not yet. Oh, no, maybe in a few months. It's like, oh, come on. I'm sick of people freaking out over this. Red Dead Redemption was awesome. I didn't play the first one.
Neither did I. Which was Red Dead Revolver?
Yeah. Red Dead Revolver, yeah. Which I heard was really good, but Red Dead Redemption was so awesome.
Let's rephrase that. We heard it was really good for its time.
Yeah, if I went back and played it now, I'd probably be like, what's this?
Yeah. It's a shame that happens.
Yeah. You really, in this day and age, you gotta catch games when they come out, because the following year it might look like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption was awesome though. I wish I could get it on PC. Like, it was a lot of fun. I would definitely play through that again. And the online multiplayer was awesome, because you had separate achievements for that and everything, and you could just group up with other players and just cause havoc. Well,
sorry, my headset cut out, so I didn't hear the start of it.
Oh.
I heard players and cause havoc.
The multiplayer for Red Dead Redemption was awesome.
I have a story for this.
Okay. All right.
So, you're aware, you know my best friend Johnny, and
Yeah.
for those of you who have watched the Fallout series, which I'm really sorry has been going shittily, because last week we were supposed to continue recording, but I got the fucking cold and I couldn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
But this week we'll start fixing it up again. But so me, my best friend Johnny, and our other friend Deal, we're playing Red Dead Redemption together.
Online, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and we're going we're just roaming around in a game, just the three of us, the co-op, and we're up in the woods where there's bears and stuff, and we're all just dicking about, and the bears start coming at us. So we're using throwing knives. We kill a couple of the bears, and Deal's going back to town to sell. I'm just sitting there with a throwing knife. I'm like, I wonder if I can hit Deal with this. And he's vanished halfway to town. So I just look up. I'm like, and then all I hear is Deal cursing and blinding at me. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So he kind of came after me with guns later. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption's online is really fun, especially with the throwing knives.
Yeah. I like the Indian looking guys too. They're pretty cool.
I always played as an Indian.
Yeah, well, moving on from that. More Dead Space.
My cup. My cup is amazing. Does a bear.
That is a bear. And you just locked up. I think we lost him. Oh, we did! Oh, I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. Oh, damn it. No, we lost him. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Damn it.
Turn your video back on.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
There we go. Alright, well, moving on to Dead Space 3 news.
But look at my cup. My cup is amazing.
I know. Last time you did that, you dropped connection, so don't do it again. Dead Space 3 Awakened DLC is set to come out on March 12th.
That's a game series I think should die as well.
If they stay on 3 and they don't make any past this, I think that'd be just fine.
Yes.
Um,
Assassin's Creed kind of needs to dwindle out as well. Like, I love Assassin's Creed, but it's been going for way too long.
You know what? If they're supposed to be making a movie, we reported on the movie before.
Yeah.
When they come out with the movie, if that's the finale, I'd be happy with that, I think.
They should get Jake Gyllenhaal to play frickin'
Ooh,
what's his face?
Desmond?
Yeah.
That would be a good choice.
See?
Dead Space
Hey,
3.
he played the Prince in Prince of Persia, and I
True,
think he
he
did pretty
did.
damn good enough.
He did an excellent job in that.
That was a good movie. A lot
Yeah.
of people hated on that movie, but I thought it was good.
No, it
I
was
played all
good.
the Prince of Persia games except for the
Yes.
first one.
Yes, it was very good. Dead Space 3's Awakened downloadable content will arrive out on March 12th for Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and Origin for PC worldwide for a whopping price tag of $10. That's actually not bad for DLC. The content will be made available in Europe the following day, so March 13th for you. Awakened is set directly after the main game and adds several hours of content to the Dead Space 3 campaign, featuring single-player and co-op gameplay. In addition,
Several hours, as in it's going to be 2 or just over 2.
I think it would have to be over 3 because a couple is 2 and a few is 3.
Yeah, but still.
I know it's EA, yeah. In addition, new weapon parts and circuits will be made available from the main game. One thing that I think is a bit disturbing, the Awakened expansion for Dead Space 3 introduces players to the franchise's quote-unquote darkest chapters. The Visceral Games general manager Steve Papoutis, Papoutis, we'll say it's that, said Awakened will represent some of the quote-unquote most disturbing content that players have ever seen in a Dead Space game. I don't know. I don't think you could get much worse than someone operating on a live human being.
Or, necromorph babies.
Or someone just constantly smashing his head into the wall with blood.
Until it rolls off.
Is that what happened? I thought he just fell
Yeah,
over.
his head just pops off and rolls away.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how they get worse than that.
Yeah.
I want to try it. I liked the first one. I didn't finish it, but I liked it. I never got a chance to play Dead Space 2. As a matter of fact, I actually still have the collector's edition, but it's for PlayStation 3, and I don't have a PlayStation anymore.
I have 1 and 2 on Steam.
Do you? They have the sequel on Steam? Is it still there, or is it gone from when EA had
it's still
its
there.
little...
Oh, there's another thing that didn't come out because EA pulled from Steam.
Yeah, Dead Space
3 didn't come out on Steam. Also, Crysis 3 came out a little while ago.
Yes.
Which is a good game. Just throwing that out there. And Tomb Raider came out.
Yeah.
And fucking Sims 3 University.
And SimCity. We'll talk about SimCity later, though. God of War.
Lots of EA stuff came out.
Yeah. God of War Ascension, which is going to be out for the PlayStation 3, is going to be getting 2-player co-op mode. Oh.
La la.
It's 2-player wave-based co-op mode.
That just clicked. God of War co-op?
Yeah. The co-op mode will be called Trial of the Gods. The mode sets the pair of players up against both the clock and 5 increasingly difficult waves of enemies. Extra time
and hopefully it ends with each other.
That would be
fighting
pretty
each
cool.
other.
That would be pretty cool. Extra time is awarded for each kill, with some bonus seconds added to the total at the end of each wave, depending on performance. Experience awarded in the mode to the game's other trio of multiplayer modes: Team Favor of the Gods, and Capture the Flag. At launch, the mode will support 3 maps: Desert of Lost Souls, Forum of Hercules, and Rotunda of Olympus. Sony's also promised that there will be more maps added down the line.
I never got to play a God of War game that much because
I love them. They're so awesome. Also,
I had a PS2, but I never played God of War.
Trial of the Gods will also be something you could play solo. It doesn't have to be co-op. God of War Ascension, also for those wondering, is not out yet, but it will be released on March 12th in the US and March 15th in Europe. There's currently a single-player demo available. I watched the first half hour of God of War Ascension. If you go on YouTube, you can find it. And it looks pretty fucking badass. But they never disappoint me. And don't be fooled, though. It is your typical button smasher. But it's your typical button smasher with an awesome storyline.
And some puzzles.
Some? There are a ton of puzzles.
Okay, puzzles.
Are you looking at the stream, Will? Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm. It pops up.
Oh.
When it pops up.
Really? That much of a delay for you?
Oh, World of War. Wait, why are we talking about WoW?
We're talking about WoW because because Blizzard kind of got a little bit of a bash by Sam Raimi.
Remind me.
According to Sam Raimi, Blizzard Entertainment has mismanaged the production of the World of Warcraft movie.
That's a thing.
I'll go into detail, but in my opinion, if Sam Raimi tells you you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong. I mean, this guy.
I don't know who that is.
He did Spider-Man. He's doing Oz the Great and Powerful. He did the Darkman movies. He's done a lot. Let me inform you of what he's done. He's one of the few producers.
Wait, what Spider-Man movies?
The original 3.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them. Let's see. He has.
They were good, but Tobey Maguire wasn't too good in them.
I liked him, except for in the third one. He did Evil. All right, I'm gonna give you the rundown. He did Evil Dead, like all of them.
Okay, I'm sold.
I don't know if he did Army of Darkness. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he did though.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sold already.
I'm gonna read some others though. The Grudge 2, Boogeyman. He did the original Grudge. Really? Oh, he was an executive producer for Xena, Warrior Princess, and Hercules: The Legendary Journey. That's crazy.
Hercules: The Legendary Journey. Was that the one with Arnie in it?
No, that was a TV
that
series.
was Hercules in New York.
Yeah, this is a TV series. I already said he did the Darkman series. What else did he do? Evil Dead. Okay, well, he's done a lot. I'm not getting all of his filmography for some reason. There's probably a button I have to click. No, he's done a fuck ton is my point, and he's really good. He did a TV series called Zombie Roadkill. I didn't know that. Anyway,
Zombie Roadkill.
They went to him originally and asked him to make it, and he agreed. He loves World of Warcraft, and he thinks it would make a great picture. And he went over the screenplay that was written by Blizzard, and it wasn't really working for him. So he told them that he wanted to do his own original story, to which they said okay. They pitched it to Legendary, and they accepted it. And then when they pitched it to Blizzard, they had their reservations, but they accepted it anyway. Rodat, which is Robert Rodat, he did the screenplay for Saving Private Ryan and The Patriot. Mm-hmm. He explained this to Blizzard, but that it was after that they realized that Blizzard has complete and total veto power, which means they could just be like, if they decided, they could just be like, oh well, fuck this, we don't want this anymore, and they brush it away. They never quite approved the original story that they had pitched to them, and they ended up saying that they don't approve of the story and they want to go a different way. They spent Rami and Rodat spent 9 months working on the screenplay and everything, and then Blizzard just put them right back to square one.
Oh God, Blizz, why? I try to like you so much. I like your game. Why won't you
let me like you more? I don't. Sam Raimi's
is
not even
upsetting
on
to
the
me.
project anymore, as far as I know. They've since gotten the director Duncan Jones to direct the
Who's that?
Warcraft film. He directed Moon, and I don't know what else. I seem to have lost my IMDb tab. Let's see. We'll look it up because now I'm curious. Duncan Jones. He wrote Moon. What else did he do? Source Code, Whistle, Mute. It's not a very. He's only directed a few films of which I've never even heard of. Okay, well that's not promising. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out. I thought that was interesting that he was just kind of like, they're not really doing this right, and they're fucking themselves. I mean, honestly, they've got billions of dollars. They could fucking put man on the moon again if they wanted to. But so I guess they have the money to throw around. But still, it's frustrating when people do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to save that article for later. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Games series. It's been announced that in quarter 3 of 2013, we will be seeing the second season. This game just recently won awards at BAFTA for... Where did my BAFTA thing go? Oh, god damn it. They just won some awards at BAFTA. I apparently lost the link.
My internet's being a dick.
Oh, no, here it is. At BAFTA, The Walking Dead currently won awards in mobile and handheld, as well as in... Where'd it go? Fuck. I lost it. Are you kidding? Oh, the best story. Best story, best mobile and handheld. I haven't played the mobile and handheld game, but as far as best story, they're referring to The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. But yeah, in quarter 3 of 2013, which is going to be in the fall, we'll be seeing season 2 for Telltale Games The Walking Dead. That's their episodic release where every couple of months you see a new part of the story come out. It was originally reported that it was going to be out next year in 2014, but they have since put that rumor to rest. Let's see.
JT, could you give me 1 second? I need to kill the call because the Skype call's lagging really badly for me.
Probably
my webcam quality's went to shit.
because you're downloading Neverwinter.
No, I just stopped downloading it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Hopefully.
Much better. Yeah, you look clearer now. It's also already been teased by writer Gary Whitta that there is a possibility of some new Walking Dead content being released to bridge the gap between season 1 and 2. And it's assumed that they are not referring to Activision's first-person shooter featuring Daryl and Merle from the TV show. But yeah, they received...
Fuck yeah, Daryl.
2 awards at the BAFTA Game Awards for Best Story and Best Mobile and Handheld, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Telltale, on a side note, Telltale is also... hello, Red. Welcome to the stream. Telltale is also working on adapting Bill Willingham's Fable graphic novels, adapting them to game format, I would imagine. So... That's the Fable, yeah. Fable that we...
Fable is in Albion Fable?
Yes. Yeah. There's a graphic novel series for that. I guess they're going to turn it into a game. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. I would welcome that with open arms. I love the art style that Telltale usually does their games in. And on top of that, they just do good games. They do a good job. I like them.
And Fable.
And Fable, yes, I enjoy Fable despite what's his nuts. screwing
Peter
everything
Molyneux.
up. Peter Molyneux.
He
Yeah.
didn't really screw it up. He just kind of led us on a little bit too much. Like, he's passionate about his game.
Just a little bit. Just
A little bit too passionate.
All right, Destiny, which is Bungie's new project,
Oh.
as you know.
Oh.
Bungie is now looking for alpha and beta testers for Destiny.
Me, pick me, right here, me.
They're currently accepting applications for alpha and beta testers for its upcoming shooter Destiny. According to a Twitter message from Bungie's senior user interface designer, David Candland, the company is looking for interested applicants.
Did you say David Cameron?
Candland.
Okay.
He's also warned gamers, though, not to accept beta invites from third-party sources. If you wish to apply, you can do so at... You gotta go to Bungie.net, and you can find their beta tester stuff that way, I guess. I clicked on a link, and it's this long, obnoxious link. Actually, for those that are in chat right now, I'm gonna copy and paste it into chat, and you can go check it out and apply if you want.
See the things we do for you? Well, by we, I mean
So
JT.
those
currently.
of you that aren't in chat right now and can't see, that's a little incentive for you if you're interested.
Or those of you who aren't watching this live, we'll have it probably below in the description on YouTube.
Right. You need to be signed in on Bungie. You can sign in with, let's see. It said when I clicked on it, an Xbox account, a PlayStation account, a Facebook, or Google Plus, or is that just Google? Just Google account. So that will make you, it'll put you into the application process for being a Bungie beta tester.
Not bad.
Yeah, I might do that later. That would be exciting. I really hope that Destiny is going to be on PC, even though they have not said that it's going to be. I can always hope.
They haven't said that it's not going to be.
That's right. There's no release for the game yet. All they've said is it's going to be on upcoming Sony console, the PS4. They haven't really said much else, which you cannot tell me that it's not going to at least be on Xbox, their new console.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be on that.
That's where they made their mark. I mean, I think it would be kind of be disrespectful in a way to not release their brand new game on both consoles, especially if they only did it on Sony. I think that would be a real slap in the face.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hopefully it will be on PC, and hopefully the multiplayer will be cross-platform.
Yes, that would be pretty cool. I think that's asking for a lot, honestly, because it seems that that's a lot of work, but that would be really cool.
It is,
not
but
denying
cross-platform's pretty awesome.
It is. There's another article on here. We'll just talk about it for a little bit. It's about Guild Wars 2, actually.
Really?
And it's basically just covering how they plan to stay afloat.
Oh.
Recently, with games like Star Wars: The Old Republic, Secret World, Terra, all switching from sub-base to free, or games like Neverwinter, which are 100% free.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that's the thing now, but that's gonna make it competitive for things like Guild Wars 2, which start out that way. Basically, what they're hoping to do is what we've been seeing them do all along, which is stuff like just constant updates, new stuff. And one of the things that people are like, oh, that's not good, is are currently no expansions planned. They have none planned to release anytime soon. I mean, that doesn't mean we won't see one this year, but as of right now, that's not in the plans.
Well, ArenaNet, what are you doing?
NCSoft, what are you doing? What they're doing is they're putting more stock into the living story, which is like what we've seen lately with Fire and Ice. It is Fire and Ice, right?
Yes, Fire and Ice.
Okay. They're planning on using that as currently for now. They want to do expansions, but they're just not looking into doing it right now.
Okay.
Guild Wars 2, though, is one of the very few MMOs to launch, settle into its core player base, and then actually start or to grow again, like gain more people. which is pretty
Really?
fucking awesome. The only other prominent example of that unusual trend is EVE Online. That is the only other game that has managed to do that, MMO.
I don't even know how that's an example.
That game is crazy. I've never played it, but their community is like intense. They're pretty
Yeah, I
hardcore.
I don't like EVE Online.
The biggest issue though mentioned in this article is the fact that when ArenaNet launched the game, they basically had to go from being focused on development to being focused on being a service, which is a big transition. You go from building the game constantly to now you have to help your players troubleshoot through the game. One of the big issues they had was the Ascended Gear issue, because they said to players that this wasn't going to be a game where there was a gear grind, and then they came out with Ascended Gear, which is easier to get than Legendary Gear and just as good.
Yeah, but Legendary Gear is there for people who want to have a Legendary thing. If you want something, you'll get it.
Actually, I think, no, Ascended Gear isn't the best. Legendary is.
Legendary has very minor stat increases.
Yeah, but to those people that are really anal about that shit, what do you think they're
they
gonna do?
will farm for a Legendary.
Exactly. So, they were promised there would be no gear treadmill, and then they did that. And I guess that pissed a lot of people off. Honestly, me, it wouldn't. If I want Legendary, I'll get Legendary. Otherwise, I don't fucking care.
Some people sort of have a high horse complex with this, though, because they're like, oh, you said something, that means you're not allowed to do anything remotely that could be considered like that in any way, shape, or form. Ever.
Yeah, and they accept the fact that I guess they feel like they screwed up in a sense because it gave people the impression that that's what they were getting, a gear treadmill. And they accept that, and they're saying, we hope that this game never comes to that. We don't want that, but they can definitely guarantee that we're not going to see any additional tiers of gear in 2013. Which tells me if they do an expansion, they're going to have a new tier.
Which would be fair enough.
I agree.
The expansion.
One day the game may follow in the footsteps of its predecessor and receive several expansion packs. Right now, the focus of the game is on the living story. There are a whole host of quality of life changes coming to address player concerns. I was just reading that right out of the article, and now it doesn't make sense. Right now, though, the team's currently working to reduce queue times for World v. World matches, as well as increase the number of players you'll be able to see on screen, even with a low-spec machine. PvP is also set to receive a massive overhaul. While matchmaking was recently added, which is really cool and I did not know, I'll have to try PvP now. This will soon be joined by both ratings and a leaderboard so you can see where you fit in the global rankings and to prepare the game for a potential future inclusion as an esport. Yes.
Guild Wars as an esport would go down very, very well. They just need to
did the first time.
nerf. Yeah, they just need to nerf Mesmers.
That's always the case.
Freaking Mesmers, man.
They got nerf
clone. Which one's the real one?
That's the point. In terms
actually, you can counter Mesmers pretty easily if you press Control and
look at the colors of their names.
No. If you press Control and press, the attack button that says "I'm attacking this," it marks it with a little thingy above its head, the little crosshair.
Oh, so when it makes the clones, you'll always see the mark above their head.
Yep.
Tricky.
But the clones are still pretty distracting.
Yeah. In terms of PvE, the goal that they have set is far simpler, which is to provide more challenging content for those that want it. They think that players are looking for more difficult content. That's an area where they don't have as much as they think that they could. And that's going to be a focus for them for 2013, taking some of the optional areas and making those more difficult. Johansson asserts that it's really important for them to make sure that that stuff is always a choice. We don't want to say you have to go do these things. It's always going to be what experience do you want to have in Guild Wars 2.
I did like how in Guild Wars 2, you could sort of go a completely different leveling path and still wind up in, Ore, which is the final area.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like, you could go from the Norn area to, like, through the whole Shiver Peaks area and still end up in the, like, Ore and stuff at the end. Or you could, like, go around the human area, the Char area. You could sort of, like, mix and match whatever zones you want instead of, like, going to all of them. Yeah. Sometimes you had to bounce between zones to catch your XP up, but oh well, you get to see more of the game.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Thief 4 has been announced, and that's Thief 4. Why did I say that? This is a sequel to Thief. What was it called? Shadows, not Shadows, In the Shadows, I believe. Oh, it is Thief 4. My apologies. It is called Thief 4. I never played this game, honestly.
Neither have I, but it looks interesting.
I read a description on it, and it reminds me of Dishonored. Series hero Garrett returns to the gothic industrial metropolis known simply as the City to steal any and everything that will make him richer. Unfortunately, the city is broiling with a social tension as it is ravaged by a plague and lorded over by a political tyrant known as the Baron. In order to survive his adventures, Garrett will have to pay attention to his environment and make use of the many possible paths through each of the game's levels. Game Informer magazine, where some concept art, which I have up on the screen, was used for the cover. The magazine has also confirmed that the title will be launching for the PlayStation 4, PC, and other next-gen platforms in 2014. The concept art looks pretty cool. I don't know, some things about it remind me of Dishonored. I'm not downing it by saying that. Just
the description reminds you of Dishonored.
Yeah, because there's a plague and there's a guy with a Baron in his name. And...
Well, they're very different premises for games.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
That concept art looks pretty fucking sweet.
Doesn't it? He's got a bow.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
And yeah, Fuzzy, they really don't take the newbies well in EVE.
Yeah, no, they don't.
You need to have someone there holding your hand if you're going to be a noob in EVE.
Also,
I really do.
I think my chat froze. Also, oh no, never mind. No, it didn't. Also, speaking of Dishonored, it won Best Game at BAFTA.
Dishonored is a very, very good game. You have it, don't you?
Yes, yeah, you bought it for me.
You need to complete it.
I know. I have to play more of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop up BAFTA real quick because I just want to go over the awards. Okay, Dishonored won Best Game. Gabe Newell, which is the CEO of Steam or Valve. Sorry, Valve.
CEO.
Yeah, he won the Fellowship Award. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it sounds like a big deal. Far Cry 3 won Best Action Game. The Unfinished Swan, I've never heard of that, but it won an award for innovation and best debut game.
Fair enough.
Journey.
Never heard of it either.
Yeah, Journey won. They
a lot.
Yeah, they took the BAFTA by storm. They won They won artistic achievement, audio achievement, best original music, best online multiplayer, which sounds odd because I've never heard of it, and best game design. They swept it. As I've already mentioned, The Walking Dead by Telltale Games won best mobile and handheld, along with best story. Song Pop won best online browser game. Starcrossed won best game to watch, I guess. The Room won best British game. I'm putting best at the beginning of all these things because it just says British game or performer or artistic achievement. Danny Wallace, who was the narrator for Thomas Was Alone, won Best Performer.
That's supposed to be really, really, really good.
Yeah, he won Best Performer. New Star Soccer won Best Sports Fitness Game. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes won Best Family Game.
I have Lego Batman 2.
XCOM Enemy Unknown won Best Strategy. And for those of you that are wondering, BAFTA is the British Art and Film something awards.
Dude, it says right there.
It does?
British Academy of Film and TV and Television Arts.
Oh, where are you reading that?
It says it on the fucking logo that you put up.
Oh, I wasn't looking at that, or else I totally wouldn't have screwed that up.
You idiot.
Yeah, that was bad on my part. Okay, so for those of you, moving on, that haven't been keeping up with the internet, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag was prematurely announced, but it was only prematurely announced by 2 days? So, really not that big of a deal.
Technically Assassin's Creed 6.
Yeah, technically, because you have Brotherhood and...
Wait.
No, 5.
Yeah, 6.
No.
6.
1, 2, Brotherhood.
1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
Well, games have came out on Steam recently.
Yes,
I'm sorry. While you look for stuff.
No, sorry, I'm okay. I was being asked something. I apologize. Assassin's Creed 4 is going
He
to.
looks good.
Yes, he looks very cool. Is going to follow. Where's his name? Okay, well, when I find his game, I'll tell you. But it's going to follow the grandfather of Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. The game's going to be taking place 40 years before the start of Assassin's Creed 3. His name's Edward Kenway. As I said, grandfather of Assassin's Creed 3 protagonist Connor. Despite being...
and it's Ethan's father.
Yeah.
Since Kenway.
Yeah, despite... Yes. Despite being themed around piracy, Ubisoft is quick to assert the game won't fall into the same caricatures and tropes of the subject matter that most other forms of media can't resist, which means talking parrots are out. But a pirate-skinned take on the regular Assassin's Creed format isn't going to be enough to rope in the series. Detractors growing increasingly... What?
I wonder if the assassin will have a peg leg.
No, he doesn't. Black Flag aims to be a bigger, wider world that's also learned its lesson from last year, promising a game that gets going straight from the off as opposed to 4 hours of tutorials. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed that in Assassin's Creed 3, but once I realized that I was in a tutorial, I was like, oh, fuck my life.
It was an interesting build-up, but it was...
It was an awesome build-up.
It took too long.
It did. I think they could have cinemaed some of those parts.
Some?
Most.
All the stuff on the ship. All the stuff through the forest.
Most of it, yeah.
I'm sorry, but the part in the forest really annoyed me because I was like, oh, Assassin's Creed 3, I can climb up trees. Tried to climb up a fucking tree for 10 minutes. I was like, I can't do this.
According to creative director Jean Gaston, okay, the development team has plucked certain central themes out of every previous Assassin's Creed game and attempted to incorporate them into Black Flag. Gaston cites the original's open-ended assassinations, the breadcrumb trail of unlocks in Assassin's Creed 2, and the freedom Brotherhood offered you to play around with those open-world systems. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag will feature 50 different Caribbean locations to explore.
Caribbean.
I will say it how I damn well please. Though only 3 of these are those typically big cityscapes, the series trades so well in Havana, Kingston, and Nassau. Or Nassau, however you want to say it.
Kingston.
Following the best of theme, Ubisoft has designed its take on Havana to recall the grand, towering architecture of Assassin's Creed 2. Hopefully, Black Flag will also be able to capture the sense of glee gained from scampering around these environments. Kingston, on the other hand, is modeled in a way more similar to Boston in Assassin's Creed 3. So it's going to be a wider, more flat area with people running around. It's going to seem like
I hated Boston.
Yeah, I did too.
It
Yeah.
didn't do it for me.
Nassau, on the other hand, is going to serve as the pirates' base of operations. Historically, pirates flocked to Nassau after the governor of Jamaica refused to let a group of English privateers spend their loot on his island, which means it should enjoy a central role in the events of Black Flag. And just from hearing that right there, you know that they are going to continue integrating history into this game, which is something I've always loved about the Assassin's Creed games. The rest of your time is going to be spent visiting smaller locations, including plantations, hidden coves, jungles, forts, Mayan ruins, and coconut islands. I'm not quite sure what a coconut island is, but I'm going to assume coconuts are therefore involved.
You put the lime in the coconut.
And shake it all up, yeah. For the first time ever in the Assassin's Creed series, you'll also be able to go underwater to explore sunken galleons and have fights with sharks. Shark puncher!
Gonna punch a shark in the face?
The pirate ship that Edward is captain of is called the Jackdaw and is a central part of the game. You're basically...
Why does that sound so familiar?
I don't know.
Jackdaw.
You and Amber said that. Assassin's Creed 3's naval battles are going to be making a reoccurrence in Assassin's Creed 4. And you're basically going to also be using your ship to get around. The 50 locations in the game are linked by open ocean. So, as I said, you'll be using the ship to bop around. The main purpose of the ship is to hijack, board, and plunder other ships. And by spending the loot from these efforts, the player can add upgrades and hire more crewmates in a bid to take on bigger, badder ships with more quote-unquote sensational swag.
That's why it sounds familiar.
What?
There's frickin' Jackdaw pirates in Guild Wars 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes. There we go.
And by setting all of the game's side missions around improving the Jackdaw, Ubisoft's hoping to regain some of the focus lost in the sprawl of Assassin's Creed 3. And there's more here, but I'm not just going to keep going and going and going because I won't be done for a while. There's so much. One other thing I do want to touch on, I mentioned history earlier. Famous pirates like Charles Vane, Blackbeard, Benjamin Hornigold, and Bonnie and Calico Jack will all feature in Black Flag.
I always thought Blackbeard was fictional.
No, I don't believe he was. Maybe some of the quote-unquote tales told about him were fictional, but I'm quite sure he was very real. Charles Vane was the pirate that was marooned on an island with a bottle of rum and a pistol.
You mean Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, basically. Basically. It's going to incorporate...
Where's all the rum gone?
It's going to recreate things like Bartholomew Roberts' raid of 42 Portuguese ships and Charles Vane's marooning, where he will be stuck on an island with a bottle of rum and a loaded pistol. And if you see the CG trailer for Assassin's Creed 4, the pirate that's telling the story is Blackbeard. So the sense that he takes so much precedence in the CG trailer could imply that you're going to be dealing with him a lot. Okay, I saved this article for last because if you pay attention to the show enough, you know why. EA done fucked up.
Oh, God.
And I like calling them out. So EA made what I consider a big gaming developer mistake. they decided to make their game mandatory to be connected to the internet 24/7. If you're playing that game, you gotta be connected to the internet. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to have a subscription, but it means that if something's wrong with their fucking servers, it's not gonna work. And basically what their main issue was initially is their servers couldn't handle the launch. They couldn't handle all those people playing, which says to me, okay, they had to have had beta testers. They should have expanded the amount of beta testers and done some stress tests. Fucking MMO launch day one. I know this isn't an MMO, but there are going to be multiple fucking people on your servers. It's a great franchise, and it just pisses me off that they fucked it up so bad. Now, they've said that they are going to do everything in their power to make sure that everything works, and hell, they even expect it all to be fixed by tomorrow when they release it in the UK, but I don't see it happening because it's EA. I hate them. I don't know. They're also planning on disabling some features, unimportant features like leaderboards and things like that, so it'll make the system runs more smoothly.
I desperately do want to like EA, but
I don't. Not after what they did to Star Wars.
They have some good games under their belt, but what they have done to a lot of games just makes me like, nah.
Senior producer Kip Katz, I can't even say his name, so aggravated, is quoted saying that it's been an exciting and challenging week for the team here at Maxis. The culmination years of planning and development. We have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of support and enthusiasm from our fans, which has made it even more upsetting for us that technical issues have become more prominent in the last 24 hours. Bullshit! If they gave a shit, they would have planned ahead. I know there's probably a lot to game development that we don't understand, but you know what? They deserve a little bit of bad press.
This can all boil down to JT and Topic.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to play this game, but my wife wants to play it, and I don't want to buy her a broken game. And, you know, I don't like EA.
Yeah.
I like Maxis, because Maxis isn't EA. Maxis is Maxis. So, in a sense, I feel bad for them, because they're under the fucking chokehold of EA. I don't think they've never released a game that wasn't published by them, which I'm sure they're all fucking millionaires. But come on. It comes at a price. And as a gamer, it's an unacceptable price.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done with that because it's stressing me out.
So,
we've got a website of a week and a top 10 for today's show. I have both. What?
Quickly, I'll just go over some of the games that have came out this week.
Oh, go ahead. Yes, please do.
Oh, God. Games and DLC that have came out this week. The new Tomb Raider game came out on Steam on the 4th, which is the origin story of Lara Croft and how she became sort of, a quintessential badass. Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army Standalone came out just over a week ago, and if you've ever played Sniper Elite, it's pretty much that, but with zombies. It's like wave survival. Arma 3 Alpha came out. Now, this is on Steam. It's for £20, so I'd say about $30. It's pretty much the alpha for Arma 3, but if you buy it, you get alpha, you get beta, and you get the full game, and it's pretty cheap. And Arma 3, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's what the DayZ mod runs on. Or Arma 2 is what DayZ mod runs on. So Arma 3, you might get DayZ over there.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool because it looks nice.
Yep, on Steam, multiple packs for the RPG Maker have came out. If you don't have it, then it's not much interest to you. Just add some new features. Sims 3 University Life has came out as well. It was out on the 5th. I want it as well. I think most of us on Select Start really like The Sims. A little bit too much. But yeah, Sims 3 University came out. The Showdown Effect came out, and it's a 2.5D sort of multiplayer action game, and it just came out on the 5th as well. And then Tomb Raider: The Final Hours. I think that's a DLC.
Yeah.
Yes. No. It's a digital book thing.
Oh.
Also, DMC Devil May Cry: Virgil's Downfall just came out on PC, which is the story of Virgil in the game. So, those are some of the things that have came out this week and the past week on Steam. So you guys should go and have a look if any of them are applicable to you. Also, War of the Roses got a little DLC thing.
Oh.
Eh.
And Red, I see what you said. They are having D3 issues. People can't play the fucking game. Not everybody's having issues, though, I don't think. I think it's like there's a mass of people that are having issues with the SimCity game, but those that are having
Error
issues...
46,
What?
I think, is what the Diablo 3 thing was, like Error 27 or Error 46 or something.
Error
which meant that you could
46.
play.
Yeah.
Error 46.
Yeah. No, people can't get into the game. Like, it's just as bad. Fucking EA. And that brings us to our top 10 reasons why people hate EA. I'm not kidding.
Oh, wait. Hold on. BioShock Infinite is also on Steam now, and so is Defiance, Trion's new MMO. You should go
Oh,
and have a
yeah,
look at
Defiance. Yes.
Go and have a look at
it.
that. You won't regret it. It's good.
Okay. Top 10 reasons. I was going to start at number 10 and work my way down, but it appears that it's in the opposite order. And I will say some of the things on here I don't agree with. I found this top 10 list because some things you can't contribute to EA because it'll be like a Maxis thing. Anyway, number 1 reason, day 1 DLC.
Oh, fuck.
I don't like that, but they are not the only ones guilty for that. Ubisoft did it. Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, but EA started the fucking trend.
I know, but I'm giving
Nobody
them
else
a little bit of
EA
credit.
didn't. It's like, oh, EA can get away with it. We're gonna try.
True.
Fucking
Number 2, and some of these you might have to explain to me on. Number 2, shoehorning multiplayer into single-player games. Yeah.
That's like fuck. What's an EA title that does that? Putting multiplayer in Mass Effect 3 whenever it didn't really need it, even though the multiplayer in that is really, really fun.
Okay, yeah.
Dead Space doesn't need co-op.
Yeah, it does. That game's fucking scary.
Didn't need co-op. Makes no sense.
Reason number 3, and this is one I truly don't agree with. All those Sims expansions. I know. I told you some of these I don't agree with, but that's not EA. That's Maxis. Number 4. Number 4. They don't make their own games.
That's right. They don't. They just publish.
Yes.
And they fuck up all the publishing.
Yes. Usually when a game gets screwed up, it goes to the developer. When it comes to an EA game, it's EA's fault.
Yeah.
They buy out, this is number 5, they buy out all the talented studios and then close them down by firing all the staff.
Yes.
Pandemic Studios is an example.
Yep. BioWare's probably going to go down that road eventually.
Yeah. Reason number 6, they turn everything into a generic, safe game. Example, Mass Effect. I don't understand, but I do like that they call them out on it. Number 7's got to be my favorite. One of my favorites in this list. It's one word. Origin.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I got Origin to get Crysis. It's a functional program, but it's because they removed all their stuff from Steam, like all their new stuff. That's the only reason I'm using it, and that's the only reason they have Origin. It's like, hey, we don't need to give Steam anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. EA pulled out of Steam because Steam wouldn't give them more money than they were already getting, which is bullshit. They're not going to make different deals for them. This is another one that I completely agree with. Their war on used games. Fuck you. The economy needs used games.
Yeah.
Number 9, constantly blaming 1 through 8 on the difficulty in making profit from gaming. The number 1 through 8 that I just listed. Again, fuck you! You're EA! You've got your hands in so many friggin' pots, it's impossible if you not make enough money for what you do.
Yeah.
And number 10 is no innovation, which particularly is mentioned in the sense of the Madden franchises, which is true. They came out with the same fucking game every year. They change the roster and they add a couple of little perks to it. What?
Hold on. Let me just say that sports games in general.
No,
that's
but no.
No, that's
Madden is the biggest offender. I agree with what you're saying.
FIFA did the same thing. Fucking Tiger Woods Golf did the same thing.
They're all
Madden
EA.
does the same thing. Hockey games do the same thing. NFL, is it?
No, NHL. Hockey, they do that, but when they add stuff, they fucking pour it on. And it's good, significant changes. I will agree. The only reason I know that is because Kevin plays the hockey games.
The only sports games I've ever liked that EA has had anything to do with was
Paintball?
FIFA Street and FIFA Street 2.
Yeah.
Because those were like street soccer.
Their football games that were that style were fun too because they were cartoony and unrealistic.
Yes. Yeah. Like, what was the NFL one?
NFL Street.
Yeah. There was like one of the training levels was you needed to like wall run through an alley with a fucking ball.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was stupid, but it was awesome.
But Madden is the biggest offender in this. They constantly coming out with a new game. It's like every 10 years they up the graphics. But
God.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That was totally a coincidence that I found that top 10. But yeah. It worked out nicely. Okay, now for our website of the week. I don't know if I have it in the right spot. We're going to find out, though. If you guys get a full screen of Will, I will fix it in a moment. Nope, you didn't. All right, there we go. I'm basically advertising for a program here, for a game. So it's not a typical website of the week where I find something good and useful, although this is good and useful. This is Fantasy Grounds, a.k.a. Fantasy Grounds Online. Will and I have both used this. Will, are you currently using this?
Currently, no. I'm using a different tabletop program.
Okay,
but Fantasy Grounds is pretty sweet.
Yeah, we have experience with Fantasy Grounds Online.
I prefer Fantasy Grounds over the one I'm using now.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how Fantasy Grounds is set up. Like, the one I'm using now is pretty cool, but the new Fantasy Grounds looks really good.
Okay, now, Fantasy Grounds is awesome. What it is, because I doubt you can read this. If you can, then you've got some really good eyes, because I can barely read it.
If you have full screen, you'll be able to read it.
Yeah, it's a virtual tabletop for pen and paper role-playing games. Will and I played together with a group of people in the Shadowrun universe, and that was a lot of fun. They've got some screenshots on here, what it looks like. Oh, I just
The Fuzzy, this is the program I was using whenever I was shooting Nerf bullets. I told Fuzzy about that scenario whenever we were in the frickin', sort of like encampment out in the middle of nowhere, and my dwarf was like in the shrubbery.
Yeah.
And he was shooting Nerf bullets pretty much.
Yeah, this is
the one that had the black helicopters.
It's a good program. Like
it's
right
a lot
here,
more in depth than whenever we had it now.
Yeah, like right here on the left, this is chat, and it is also, it shows your roll results because they have virtual dice that you throw out onto the board. This here is your map, your quote unquote. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say tabletop because that's pretty obvious. So this is your map with all your little character tokens on it. There's even enemy tokens. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's like a spider right there. And I guess this is the list of characters and enemies on the board. I'm not 100% familiar with what this is because I haven't played this game. These are your dice down here. You would just pick one of them up and throw it. If it's things like if you hold down the right mouse button, I think it is, you can tell it how many dice.
If you right click on it, or if you left click on it once and then right click, it adds another one. If you right click again, it adds another one until it gets to 5, and then I think it adds another 5.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it gave you like a
5.
number to go to. If that's what it is, I just forgot.
No, you just right click a couple times and it adds more.
Yeah, but it's a fun game. You can do, or I'm sorry, it's a very well functioning program, and they've got rule sets and stuff for all different games. So it's not just Shadowrun. They do Shadowrun. They do Call of Cthulhu, which is right here. They do Savage Worlds. You can also do the White Wolf series games on here, if I remember correctly. I highly recommend this program. I think it's great. It's going to cost you. Let's take a look actually. To download the game, the whatever you want to call it, it doesn't have a price on here. You motherfuckers. It's got various rule sets you can download for it. Download now. Okay, never mind. All right, well, it costs money. Let's just leave it at that. I don't know how much it is, and I apologize. I thought it would have said right here on the website. These are all the rule sets they have. Arcana Evolved, Ars Magica. I don't know what basic role playing is. I guess that's just like for custom stuff. Call of Cthulhu, Castles and Crusades, multiple dungeons. Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 and 4. D20 Modern, Dark Heresy. There's a ton. They even have Shadowrun 4 now. Well, see, when we originally started, we had to go by custom rule set, and they didn't have the Shadowrun. They even have Warhammer Star Wars Saga Edition. I said White Wolf earlier. That's World of Darkness, which apparently they just very recently added. Bolded entries indicate official rule sets included or available for purchase at the store. So you have to buy some of them. Store, here it is. For fuck's sakes, JT. I say store to you. Oh, okay. You can download the program for free, but I guess
JT's not good at the internet, everybody.
Yeah. You can download the program for free, I guess, but in order to actually use it, you got to buy the licensing. Full license for GM and or players, $40. They have a light license, which is only for players. That's $24. That means, if you don't ever plan on GMing a game.
That said, you can upgrade, right? More than likely.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Ultimate license, players connect and play for free. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. And then
It means you would just need to download it if someone has the ultimate license.
And then full to ultimate license upgrade. Right. So anybody and that's $115. Oh my God. That's an upgrade, just like you were talking about, Will. So that's $115 to upgrade from like a light license. Oh no, full to ultimate. So $40 and then you pay $115 and you upgrade to ultimate. What if you just an ultimate license is $150?
I'm just thinking, alternatively, like all of us could pull money at some point and like give it to one person.
Homer already bought it.
Oh, what one did he buy? The big one?
Probably.
Let's see, it's Homer we're talking about.
Yeah, and these are all the various books and stuff that they have. Green Ronin, Pinnacle Entertainment, just all these different things that you can download and put into your game and use, which is pretty fucking cool. But yeah, so that's it. That's all we got for today.
Is that our?
That's our wrap up.
An hour and a half.
That was our website of the fuck. That was our website of the week.
Fuck.
So yeah, that's it though for this week, guys. Thank you very much for coming in and watching and talking and interacting with us. Once again, anybody that's not in the chat room and that's just watching, if you ever feel the urge to come in and say hello, just sign up to twitch.tv and just come to the same place you always come to, twitch.tv/JTSelectStartcast. Oh wait, no, JT Select Start. I apologize.
Yep.
Also, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter.
I was about to do that.
Go ahead, continue. Yep. No, pick up where I left off.
As JT said.
Oh, it looks like we lost him. Oh, he's going to disconnect any second now. Just wait for it. Watch. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So how far in did that cut out?
Right when you were about to say it.
Fucking internet. Right. Okay. As JT was saying, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you look like down there, you'll probably find, the different places that we're at. We're on YouTube, which you're watching on, of course. We're on Facebook, which is /select startcast.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.com/select startcast. We're on Twitter, which has our different, names. We're also on Steam. If you just type in select start and look in Steam groups, you will be able to find us. Just fire me or JT a message and we'll shoot you an invite.
Yeah,
Although
basically.
it might be public to join. Yep,
It's
but
public
pretty
join,
much,
yeah.
pretty much, if you go to Google and just type in select start, you'll find us. Also, we are on Twitch, which if you're not watching this on YouTube and you're watching it live, you guys know we're here.
Yeah.
Which is JT select start.
Yeah, and
Twitch.tv/JT select start.
if you wish to follow us on Twitter, we have Select Start Cast as a overall Twitter, but if you want to follow the individual people, just go to our website, which is right below me. That's www.select-start.com. And in the contact section, we have Twitter handles for each of us.
Also, if you actually really want to get in contact with me or JT, we do have Select Start email addresses, which
are located on the
JT
site. Yeah.
Yep, JT and Will at select-start.com. You can find those on the website, which is www.select-start.com.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's it, and we'll be back. Our next scheduled return is going to be on Wednesday for our Co-op Wednesday. I know our offline screenshot says Torchlight 2 Wednesdays, but we got really tired of it. So we're just going to do co-op games. Yeah, we're going to change it as soon as possible. It's just going to be co-op games every Wednesday. Also, on that note, if you have any suggestions for what you want to watch us play for Co-op Wednesday, send us an email. Or leave a comment on Facebook and just say, for Co-op Wednesday, how about you play this? As long as we have the game or it's easy enough for us to access, we'll play it. And if we can't, we'll just try and get something as close to it as possible.
So if you ask us to play Diablo 3, we'll play
Torchlight.
Diablo 2. Or Torchlight. Or Path of Exile, because it's closer.
Ah, there you go, yeah. Or, if we can't play Left 4 Dead 2, we can play the zombie thing on Call of Duty or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Do you have Killing Floor?
Yes.
We could play that.
Yeah, from the Indie Pack or
we'll
Potato Sack
We'll play
Pack.
some sort of zombie game.
Yeah.
You guys get the gist.
We will, we will do what we can. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all again next week.
See you next week, guys.